Good day, students. We are going to discuss the muscular system of the animals today, and I'm going to discuss this first half, which is about the structure and function, not the structure, sorry, functions of the muscular system and its properties. So what is the muscle or musculature of an animal? It is a type of specialized tissue that enables the body in its parts to move. It constitutes from 1/3 to 1/2 of the body mass. So you can say the musculature system is the one of the largest organ or the largest system of the animal's body in the vertebrates. And it works in close association with the endoskeleton of the chordate animals, where it provides the site of the muscle attachment. As we have covered the functions of the musculature system and the skeletal system, we found that the skeleton provides a site where the muscles get attached, and also the joints help the muscles to put the force in different directions to perform various life functions. Although they are made up of the stretchable material called tendon that connects the muscles to the bones, and this is more stronger than muscles so that it can bear extensive pressures and pull during the process of locomotion. So there are a few facts about the muscles, that the muscles can only contract or shorten their length. So they do not have any ability to expand, to extend on their own. So in this way, if they can only contract, each and every muscle can give only one dimensional movement, and that is to pull the body part it is attached to, be it the bone or another muscle, right? So, but now the question arises that how does the different types of the movement in the body, limbs and different body parts happens during the locomotion process? Imagine your arm, it can go up, down, left, right in a circle, and clockwise, anti-clockwise, but all of this happens due to the muscles. Now the question is that if each muscle can only contract, it should give only one dimensional movement. How come the body part or this arm or the hand, it can move in the circular motions or can go away from the body and come towards the body? So the answer is that the arrangement lies in the arrangement of the different types of the muscles. So in most of the cases in the animal's body, the muscles are grouped in the pairs or more than 2 or 3 muscles together to do one simple function. And if there are only 2 muscles, these are always arranged in an antagonistic manner. So antagonistic manner means, if you see in this diagram, there you see, in this diagram you see this is one is the blue muscles, the biceps, then the green one is the triceps. This is the example of the human body. So the both muscles have ability to contract only, but the way they are arranged on top and bottom of one bone, this arrangement is called the antagonistic arrangement. And what it does, that once the bicep contracts, it pulls the arm towards the shoulder, and at the same time the triceps relaxes and gets extended, right? When the opposite type of the movement has to be happen, these triceps contract with a force, pulling the arm to straighten up, and at the same time these contracted bicep muscles has to get relaxed and then they extend. So this alternate contraction and relaxation movement of the muscles in the pair is called antagonistic movement and antagonistic arrangement of the muscles. Is that clear? Okay. The basics of the muscles, before we start these functions and characteristics and structure of the muscle, we should know some basics. The muscles, these are the basic facts. The muscles receive no nervous stimulus when it is relaxed. Or in other words, if there is no action is required, the muscles are relaxed, they are not in the active state. right? So this is called the resting state of the muscle. Excuse me. Whenever there is a nerve impulse that comes from the brain or some other motor function or motor unit of the animal's nervous system, it initiates an active state of the muscles, and what's the result of this active initiation? The muscle starts contracting. That's the only function of the muscles. You can take it in this way, that muscle is some specific tissue which can only contract, and whenever there is a stimulus they will contract regardless of their position, right? Then the muscles are attached to the bones or the mass that must be moved. This is called load, right? So say the biceps muscles which moves your wrist or the forearm. So your forearm would be the load. Similarly, so the muscles in the neck which has the function to move the skull. In this case, the skull is the load, right? So what type of the movement will happen as the net result of the relative balance between the tensile force of the contraction and the load to be moved. Okay? It means that the power of the muscle has to be equal to the load it has to move अगर मसल ने काम करना है. ठीक है, अगर लोड ज़्यादा हैवी होगा, मसल जितना भी प्रेशर पुल कर ले, it cannot lift or it cannot move the load. Let's put that in such example that if you have a capacity to lift 20 kgs with your two hands, if someone puts their 40 kg weight, you cannot move regardless how much power you insert. It's the same mechanism here.